Well, closure of 7 fire stations and 100 retained jobs are under threat, and obviously firefighter safety and public safety will be compromised without a shadow of a doubt. So it's our job to make sure the public are aware of it, and also to strenuously deny the Chief the opportunity to carry out the plans.
We're trying to stop the closure of 7 fire stations in Warwickshire, and the public of Warwickshire have come out to support us today. And it's all about people trying to let the council know that it's their taxes and they want their services for that money.
Hundreds of protesters are on the march this lunchtime against plans to close 7 fire stations in Warwickshire. The proposals from the county's fire chief also involve shedding the jobs of close to 100 part-time firefighters. The public and politicians have lined up to attack the plans.
Well, as you say, Sarah, there are 7 on that hit list. They include the fire station here in Warwick, also those in Bedworth, Bidford, Brinklow, Kenilworth, Fenny Compton and Studley, all retained fire stations that could go under the proposals, and that's not what this lot want to see happen. Hundreds of them have been marching through the streets of Warwick this lunchtime opposing that. They've included retained firefighters who stand to lose their jobs. Of course, local people worried about safety, and also local politicians who are backing this cause, which has become a very populist issue in a county full of marginal constituencies. Now, people here are worried about it being about cutbacks. They say that they're concerned about safety. They're also concerned that the consultation may have been a bit of a waste of time.
It's absolutely about saving our fire station. It's so important, not just for Warwick, for actually all the surrounding area. So it's just vital, and it can't happen. That's it.
If it's supposed to be about efficiency, there is no forward thinking, there is no strategicness to this. This is just someone's come in with some idea, we've got to make some cost savings. It's all about money, it's not about efficiency. And I'm hoping that the Cabinet will throw it out and tell the Fire Authority to go away and do a better job. I agree, there probably has got to be some work done, and there has to be some management changes, but it's actually management structure that's wrong. It's not these poor fire officers, and it's certainly not the residents who should be put at risk.
I'm totally against these closures, and I'm not happy with the consultation process. As far as I'm concerned, it's a complete and utter sham. The questionnaire was loaded questions, and we didn't have any answers. There's no proper data forthcoming. It's absolute total disaster, and the whole review should be scuppered straight away.
It's got to be about people, but unfortunately people, life and politics all go together, don't they? There has been some blaming of name blaming of the parties, and I don't think it's at that point now. All the councils are, coming together, whatever they're. It's certainly on Wednesday at the district we voted against the closures and supporting the fire people and the people of this area. It's the overall safety of our community that's got to be the bottom line.
I did actually propose the motion on Wednesday night where all parties voted in favour of the district saying no cuts, especially not in Warwickshire. And the whole town council, you can see the people have turned out, even on a pretty bad morning. But it is non-political. This is purely for safety, purely for people's lives. We need to keep our fire stations going.
Majority of the ones that are down for closure have all got young firefighter groups, which will have a big impact. And obviously we're all interested in the youth of the towns, to keep them off the streets, to teach them discipline, respect, all of that, which is what we all do. And it will have a big impact on about 230 youngsters. Young firefighters are for youngsters aged between 11 and 18, and they're taught all of the firefighting skills, plus all the other like discipline, respect, team building, confidence building, and we have them from all walks of life. And they thoroughly enjoy it, and I know they're deeply upset at the thought that it might not exist any longer.
Basically we do everything that a firefighter would do in training, that we are allowed to do, so Sunday night we meet up, and a lot of exercise involved, just a nice with friends basically.
Save our fire station! 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 Save our fire station!
We're trying to get people behind us to keep the stations open because cuts cost lives, don't they? We're really pleased with the amount of people that have turned out. We couldn't have asked for more, really.
It can't be about surely the need, the resources, because the resources are needed. So above all, it's about cutting money, saving money. That's what I think it's about. Then,
it seems to be happening all over the country.
Yeah, that's it. I think once they set the precedent within Warwickshire, will all the other brigades through national, the rest of the country, will they start cutting? At the end of the day, we've got to fight against this. We're needed, and we'll fight this to the end.
It's a good turnout, but it's a dress rehearsal really for the national march that we'll plan in February up to Shire Hall to make sure that everyone is aware of the current plans. But hopefully we'll have a different set of proposals by then, which will be greatly reduced for what they are. But we'll have to wait and see on that one. We're not sure what's going to come out of the Chief's plans.
And it's all to do with the Chiefs pushing the cost-cutting agenda and not worrying about public safety at all.
I'm joined by the rarest of things, a bunch of politicians who seem to be singing from the same hymn sheet. To my right here I have James Plaskett, who's the Labour MP for Warwick and Leamington, and also Chris White, who's the Conservative prospective parliamentary candidate for that constituency, and to my left I have Karen Scarrett, who's organised this protest here today. Thank you very much for joining me. Now James, I'll start with you. We heard there from the Chief Fire Officer that he needs to do something, he needs to reorganise. What is the alternative within the budget that he has?
He's proposing real cuts in the service, reduced fire cover, longer response times, and people just aren't going to stand for that. I opened a petition just in Warwick, just for Warwick fire station, and 13,000 people have signed it.
You can see today that we've got so much support because this has been cross-party. Everybody believes that our fire stations should stay open.
The assessment document itself admits that the risk will be increased across the county.
My daughter, sadly, I believe she's always with me. She's my very own guardian angel. And I know that sadly she couldn't be saved, but Red Watch, as well as the other emergency services, did what they could. They brought dignity and respect because they work from the heart. I cannot believe that these firefighters and these emergency services are being attacked.
Firefighters are the people, day in and day out, who are going out talking to our young people and to our elderly people, making them safe in terms of awareness of fire. And it's firefighters who, when it comes to it, if there is a terrorist attack, that firefighters will again be on the front line. And it's firefighters, when we see those floods, who are again on the front line of making our communities safer. And it's day in and day out firefighters who, when people are running away from buildings on fire, are heading towards those buildings to save lives, to protect buildings, protect property and protect our communities. That is what firefighters do. That's what they're committed to do and they are proud to do. What we want now is your support to defeat these cuts. It can be done if we work together. Thank you very much.